Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sir Tommy P., Defender of the Faith.
And I am Hempress Emily.
And we are the Nephilim Murder Crew. Hello.
Good evening. Happy Sunday. We have made it.
It is Sunday. That means back to work tomorrow for everybody. Yay.
Woo.
Well, maybe not everybody. I don't know y'all's schedule.
Yeah, maybe not.
I'm just assuming.
Right. Most people have the Monday through Friday thing.
Yeah.
I know that the Nether Knight is already in our Rumble chat.
He was. He may not still be there.
He might not still be there, but I'm going to hope that he still is so that we can get his acknowledgement for giving us a bit of a heart attack.
Yeah. With his I see you like 15 minutes before the show.
I'm
like, wait, I'm not lying.
Yeah, the wave of confusion and like just bewilderment and panic that started to settle in.
He's still here.
Oh, okay.
He's working now.
Well, I also was going to say that he was busy this morning. They had their tri-parish meeting, and he was working doing that.
Yeah, I saw the on the Rumbles.
Yeah,
I saw it on the Rumbles.
Yeah.
Hi, Ginster.
It was so good. The other night, it was so good.
It got her much more than it got me, but I'm not gonna lie, it got me a little. It did get me a little.
At first, I was like, "Wait, what? Hold on!" And then I remembered like all the jokes, all the things, and I'm like, "Is that man in our computer?"
See in our
and then it just
like, the FBI.
And then I was just like, "No, Emily, you've done this to people before. You like do the eyes in the chat, or you like you roast people before, whatever." It was good. A+, gold star.
Gold
if you
star.
hadn't already earned one for today with your producing and organ playing. Good evening, Jenny.
Okay, so it's Sunday, so this is Catholic Chats. So another night you can see yourself out now.
Oh,
I'm just
he can hang out.
Just kidding.
He can hang out.
I'm just kidding.
He can hang out.
Yeah, I maybe learned something.
No.
No, we're not going to teach anybody anything.
No, we're not teaching anything tonight. We're just...
we never teach anybody anything, let's be honest.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we teach people what not to do.
Right.
At the very least, I can guarantee I've done that a couple of times.
This is not an educational show.
Oh, he saw the viewer count go up. Okay, yeah, and that would have been perfect timing too, as we were popping out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are all Catholic, yes.
Yes.
As in universal.
As in universal.
So to start the what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing that we have these exchanges, and it makes me so terribly uncomfortable because he's not here in person to like see him belly laugh and like do the like I know that that's what he's like doing, but like not having it, it's
weird.
It makes the funny less funny.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. That's what I was chuckling about because I'm like, man, this tism stuff is complicated. This is why everybody's got their what's humorous and what's not. We don't agree on it anymore.
Okay.
Anyways.
So hey, yes, JC is here. Hello, good evening, JC. He's saying hi to everybody but us. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
He's the.
That's fine.
The unofficial greeter of
right.
The chat.
He's the door greeter. Yes.
Yep.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
The attendance taker.
Yeah.
So we'll give you guys a week 2 recap of RCIA. It'll be short.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has some books he wants to share.
We have a couple. Yeah, we have books.
Yeah, we
have some books we'd like to share. And then also, first off the bat is our new rosaries.
Yes, we fellow dangerous retard, Christina.
Thank you very much. By the way.
Yes, these are fabulous. We love them. I have plans on breaking mine in tomorrow at church. Haven't sent anything to the guys yet, but I'm kind of hoping that tomorrow runs just perfectly so that way I could skibbity boop on to mass. And if it doesn't, I'll just carve out some time and go to the chapel anytime because I could do
that. At one of the 3 churches in Peoria, you probably catch a mass. I think one of them does it at 9. What?
Listen, I might be a badass on the intranets, but I ain't about to go to Peoria by myself.
Okay.
Like, I'll go to the dealership to get my oil change.
Yeah, well,
when I
that's
got
Peoria
it.
Heights.
Right.
It's a little
right.
different.
Right. And then I'll conveniently go to my doctor that is 3 blocks from said dealership. Like, literally, I could walk if my oil change and my doctor's appointments were at the same time. So I know that I could go to the church, and there's one of them where there is the armed sheriff outside that directs traffic.
That's
and
the
holds
cathedral.
The
They don't
door
really,
open for you.
they don't really do much at the cathedral, sadly. It's like one mass a week.
Oh yes, I guess he is only there the 1 day a week. But anyways, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I mean, Sacred Heart's not in a bad spot. It's right there by the stadium and whatnot.
Yeah, maybe.
They do like a 12:05 mass.
Maybe.
Oh, I'm just saying.
I could do maybe the city on a lunch break.
Yeah,
it should be least likely to have nonsense happening.
Yeah, I think it'd be.
I sound like such a bitch right now, but y'all don't understand. Like, I just cannot deal with that nonsense anymore. I can't do it.
Now, if there's no patience for it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't be a responsible person and put myself in situations where I will respond irresponsibly. So, but yeah, maybe if everything goes right, I'll get to go to mass locally.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll look online and see what the.
So anyway, to our new rosaries.
Yes, our new rosaries from Christina.
From Christina. So if anybody's looking for one, I can highly recommend it. Let me get mine. I got 2 of them here.
Yes, highly recommend.
So this is one that she had already made. That basically bought off the shelf that she made. Let me try to get that out so people can see it. Ooh, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is.
I'll take some bougie pictures of them too and post them.
Yeah. So that's nice. This is a nice small. I put it in my pocket when we went to mass today.
Mhm.
I can carry it around with me outside the house.
Yep.
And then I have one that she custom made for me. That is just amazing. That is for around the house. I'm not going to kind of take this one out. This is for playing my rosaries at home. Ooh, but yeah, that's olive wood beads from the Holy Land that she ordered in. My Saint Benedict's medals and crucifix with the Saint Benedict medal in it. I don't know if anybody can see that well.
And she even went the extra step and
put initials in the bottom beads. So
burned his initials into the bottom.
So yeah, my initials are in the bottom bead there. So excellent work. I honestly don't feel like I gave her enough money.
Yeah. Yeah, once they're in.
I said more than she asked for, and I still feel like I owe her some money, to be honest with you.
Well, this is where we give back on we feel we owe her more. Is if anybody is in the market for one, we'll put you in contact with her. And I don't want to like dangle mine around, but this one's mine. It's a nice turquoisey stone one. And this was one that she had made up, but it definitely, if I was to personalize one, this is what I would have paid extra to get.
Yeah. Also, they came in a nice little pouch with our initials in the pouch, so I know which one's mine and which one's hers.
And she did toss one in for Hadley. I did not order one for Hadley. She just as a nice extra because she's got such a good heart like that. And this is actually perfect for Hadley because it's just perfectly what it's supposed to be, but not too much.
Yeah.
Not too much. It's a nice, really crystal blue that I think will match her eyes really nicely. So I'm kind of excited to give it to her. I'm just hoping I don't get her in a goblin mood and she's like, ugh.
Yeah, we'll wait till she's in one of her better moods.
Yeah, right,
give
right.
It to her.
Right.
No, don't give it to her if you know she's in that mood.
No. I'll be like, oh, today is not the day.
Yeah.
Not the day. Redbeard, it's our Christina. Let me.
Yeah, Redbeard, just reach out to her on Telegram.
Yeah. Yeah, Jenny's got it. Jenny's got it. She's covering. I love Melly. We know what to do.
So anyway, yes. If you're in the market for a rosary, please. I mean, better than I could have imagined at a very fair price for what I got.
Yes.
Extremely fair price. Like I said, I feel like I still owe her money. I've looked at plenty of rosaries in the Catholic bookstore and online, and nothing, for much more expensive was near as good as these.
I'll agree with that.
So
I will
by all
agree with
means,
that. Get in early before Christina realizes how much she should be charging.
yes, yes, right.
Oh no, Redbeard. So I'll DM you. Actually, you know what? I'll just add her. Hold please. I'm sorry. Let me do this real quick. She also in our box sent us
Oh, the thing of holy water.
holy water from Fatima, which is now on the shelf with all the other
Right, our relic and icon. Relics and icons back there.
And, mhm.
So Emily is. What are you doing?
There we go. I am adding Christina to.
To the chat, to the Instagram one,
Mm-hmm.
or not Instagram, X one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Emily's adding
I
it
got
there.
it.
So yeah,
There we
I
go.
don't know if she sees the
okay.
show later. We are sending people your way.
Plugs are done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Connections have been made.
So that's our plug. From today's sponsor.
Yes, from today's sponsor, Dr.
today's sponsor.
Dingbat.
Yeah. Rosaries by Dr. Dingbat. Get you one. So, yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
Excellent. Can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah.
Very
pleased.
Yeah, extremely pleased. So anyway, what's next? Talk about RCIA.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
So today we had our second week of RCIA,
Mm-hmm.
which was labeled introductions again.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, it was introductions and
reintroductions.
Sponsorship information, like an introduction to sponsorship.
Because you need a sponsor,
Yeah,
which we don't have. So the church will appoint one for us. Kind of like, if you can't afford a lawyer, the courts will appoint one for you.
I don't know.
We have no friends around here, so we need an appointed sponsor, please.
Well, and I also kind of like how the one guy, he said, he's like, yeah, I've got, one of my buddies, he's, been a Catholic his whole life. And if I ask him to sponsor me, I know that he'll do it. But is that really who I should have as a sponsor? And I'm kind of with him on that. Like, even if I did have someone close to me, like, no judgment, but if you're just the way that I am, if I actually know you, and if you are not like perfect, I have a very hard time hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just the way that I'm wired, and I try really hard to fight against it. Like, no, perfection is not possible. People know what they know, and we have to respect their knowledge and all that. But also, like, when it's somebody that it works out differently. Sometimes they don't have as vested of an interest in you, and then sometimes it's too much of a vested in, like they're too invested in it, and then you lose something. So he was basically asking, like, which is better? Do we wait for somebody to be appointed to us, or do we use the person we have? And ultimately, we have a very eager congregation to be a part of the community, and enough people that want to accompany new Catholics in it. Like, we're not that we're in no shortage of sponsors, but
we're no shortage of sponsors.
no shortage of sponsors. We have, from the people who've been in the running the RCIA class for the better part of the last 2 decades.
Right.
Their number one appreciation for our particular parish is the community aspect that we do have.
Right.
So we'll have to have sponsors appointed to us.
Yes, and they are kind of like godparents. So like Emily's sponsor will technically wind up being your godparent.
Oh.
In the Catholic Church's eyes.
Okay.
I'm different because I was baptized. Yes, I was baptized Catholic, so I already have godparents.
Mm-hmm.
So my sponsor is just a sponsor for RCIA.
Right.
It isn't going to be on any paperwork, really.
I gotcha.
Whereas yours will technically be done as godparents. My godparents, see, I've already got my baptism certificate,
I know.
Yeah. So they'll just add my confirmation dates and all that to mine, where you'll have to get a whole new you'll get a whole new certificate.
Okay.
So.
Thanks for telling me that live on the internet. So I have to keep my shit together.
What are you talking about?
I have to get godparents out of this? These people are like responsible for my eternal soul to some degree. Now I have more people not to let down. What are you doing to me?
I don't know, man.
It's already hard enough to not disappoint your mother.
All right, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Try harder.
Who's gonna carry the boat, Emily?
Right.
It's gonna be me. Okay, no, it's fine. It's cool. It's not that big a deal. It's okay. I have been baptized, so it's slightly different. Yes.
Not
No.
the Catholic faith, though. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not
Okay.
the same.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
You
won't get rebaptized, but
That's fine. Okay. So I have to be slightly more picky with who they assign, or do I not? Get to
no,
do
you
that?
don't. No,
Oh, okay.
they'll sign you sign. It's not that big a deal as you're making it out to be.
Okay, that's fine. That's all I needed to hear.
Okay,
It's not that big a deal.
it's not that big a deal.
Okay.
I promise you. Tommy Quinn was my godfather, so you know.
I understand that. That's why I'm like, I think Tommy Quinn was a decent man. I don't know.
He was an extremely decent man. I'm just saying, like
He's an upstanding dude who doesn't have anybody.
now
you know.
when he in his 70s, you know, when he died, he was yes.
Yeah. Well, good on you for getting to it 35 years sooner.
Right.
Progress, not perfection.
Anyway, that derailed.
It's all right. It happens.
Yeah, where are we going with this?
So we discussed the sponsorship thing.
Oh yeah. RCIA, yes, they told us they will sign us sponsors like a court-appointed attorney.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we also, what was it? The only thing that we really, the only thing was really just discussing and reinforcing, like, don't feel bad if you don't have a sponsor, because there are a couple of I would say under 25-year-old young men in the church or going through RCIA, and they don't have anybody. Like, their parents are not trying to be Catholic. They don't have any friends locally. They're like, what do I do? And they're like, no, we got you.
Yeah.
So.
And yes, now that I tried, they are responsible for aiding your catechesis. Like they're your help along the way.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I said, they're not like
right. It's the way that I've come to understand the whole sponsorship thing in the little bit that I've looked into it, because I do I know that I have to have one. But they're basically like just making sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and then if you have any questions, you could run it through them and then take it to, and like they're aiding and they're walking with you, and if you get along well after this, then you have kind of like a built-in person.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Yeah, there's somebody in the church that also
Yeah.
now too. And that's one thing we don't know anybody in the church other than Father Adam and Deacon Kevin.
Yeah, and that's only because they run the thing.
Right, yeah, everybody knows who they are.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm yep.
Yeah. No, I know. We don't really like knowing new people, but also, sometimes you have to.
Yep.
I get it.
Yep. But hey, at least it's not like stranger people. It's not like bar people. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, we're all in the same building for the same reason.
Right, yeah.
So we all have that in common. That is a good enough starting place for me. That narrows out like most of the 86% of the awkwardness of meeting new people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now that I'm sitting here thinking about like how many new people I'm going to have to meet and interact with over the next like 7-8 months.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of them. But it's not so bad because like I don't have to really do most of the
Right, I've got to feel these people out.
Right, yeah, I don't. I can turn that shit down to like 20% and just be like,
yeah,
are you a cool one, or are you gonna give me a hard time?
Right. Oh, and Lucas says he hears Malort tastes like shoe leather and ass, and that is inaccurate, sir. It is much worse than that.
That's the best part. Yes.
Shoe leather and ass would be an upgrade, I think.
Mm. It does make you want to fight your dad.
Yes. Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night you fight your dad.
Lucas, you're gonna be in Brogrove, right?
Yeah, we're gonna bring a bottle.
Yeah, I gotta mail it soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna mail it out to my mom's house.
We're mailing it to your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why wouldn't we? Where
I
else would we mail to?
I was half tempted to mail it to Raven and then also text Miss Raven and be like, "Hey girl,
Don't touch it.
not don't touch it, but like, hey girl, please don't let him forget this." And
Oh no, we'll mail it to my mom's house. It'll be
I
there when we get there, and then we'll take it with us when we leave her house on Friday.
of course mailing it to your mom's house makes the most sense. I just didn't know if your mom was gonna be like,
There's nothing wrong with mailing a box. Here, Mom, we sent a package off. Don't open it.
she's gonna bust out in hives, not knowing what's in the what's in the box.
It's a pound of cocaine. Leave it alone,
What's in the box?
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
Do this.
so where were we when we went off topic?
This is a rough show.
Yeah. I don't.
Well, I think we're done talking about this week's RCIA.
Yeah. I think we pretty much covered it. It was introductions.
Yes.
Next week, we cover the liturgy of the word.
Yes.
And then a week after that is the liturgy of the Eucharist.
Yes.
So we'll probably have more to talk about, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. And
So,
then the following week is tour of the church.
yeah,
We're
we
not
won't.
going to be there for that.
Yeah, that's the week of Grove, so we will not be there. I know the church.
I was going to say womp womp.
I don't need to tour the church. I know every nook and cranny.
I mean, it would be kind of nice to get like the cool little spiel that they're going to get, but
Yeah.
I'm sure.
We can always ask for it if we want it.
Right, yeah. We could always ask for it after the fact.
Right.
Get the private tour instead of having to go with all 30 of them.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And then they'll be doing more talk about sponsorship that week too.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, that's what's coming up in RCIA.
Yes.
Next is I got a couple books here. Let me get this out.
Oh, good evening, Scott.
Scotty, where's Scott? Oh, Scotty's here. Scotty is here. All right. So a couple things for new Catholics, since this is Catholic Chats.
Yes.
Couple of things I think every new Catholic or actually not even old Catholic, any Catholic should have, to be honest with you.
Most of them do have.
Two to three you should have, no matter what. But as a newer Catholic, this should be on your list. It's the Pocket Book of Catholic Prayers, and it covers everything. It covers all parts of the Mass, first of all, so that's great. If you're not sure what or why is happening at the Mass, this kind of covers it in depth. Really good. It's got all your daily prayers, confession prayers, prayers for communion, after communion prayers, after confession prayers, prayers for days of the week. Just it's a nice book to have. It's got you covered in all the common Catholic spoken prayers. Because as we know, there's two types of prayer. There's mental prayer and there's spoken prayer.
Spoken prayer.
And so these are a lot of the spoken prayers that you're going to want to know. So that's that. The other thing here is the Sunday Missal. This is basically wherever you are in the liturgy, it covers the whole Mass. So like next week's the 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time, and it covers basically everything that's read and said, the different prayers for that week, the readings from Scripture that week, the different Eucharistic prayers that they're going to use that week. It's all in there. The Psalms, the singing,
And then in the beginning of the book, there is all not all of them, but the Nicene Creed, the Apostles' Creed, the
or the different Eucharistic prayer number 1,
that
number
was
2,
the one,
number
yeah,
3.
the Eucharistic prayers. I was like, I know it's coming here.
Yeah, they're going to use one of those.
Yeah, and it's handy, and it gives you I'm sure if you've ever looked at one of these, you're familiar with it, but it tells you, to kneel at the end of it. In the Nicene Creed, it tells you where you're supposed to bow. It's got the little annotation for that. And like we said before, if you've never been to Catholic Church, it's pretty easy to go in. I'm not telling you where to sit, but if you sit towards the back, you get a broader view of like what everybody else is doing. And you just kind of like monkey see, monkey do.
Right.
But if you have one of these, it tells you what to do. And then it also includes the like when the bells are rung. So it's got a nice breakdown of it.
But yeah,
If
so
you're
the missal gives you your mass. You know, all the readings, all the everything, the complete start to finish
yes,
of the mass. So you know exactly what's going on. You can read along with it. It's very handy to have. Some churches have that in the back of the hymnal where it'll have the different weeks and the
and that was good. Go ahead.
Oh.
In the back of the hymnal.
So some will have this in the back of the hymnal, others won't. So it's good to have, like if you're like us and we go to lots of different churches, some of them have it, some of them don't.
Right. And then there's a couple of them that they do have them, but they're only in Spanish, and they're like the paper ones. They're not actually book ones.
Right. Yeah.
So and with that, it is the exact same. It's the exact same. I checked it today in church when.
Well, this one is the exact same. So this is the New St. Joseph Sunday Missal.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a direct copy for copy from the Roman Catholic Missal.
Right.
So
yeah, I checked.
I know some of them are thereabout. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of them have the scriptures from different versions of the Bible.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be read slightly different.
Oh.
But yes, this is in accordance with the Roman Missal, word for word.
Okay.
So.
Yes, we went to mass yesterday at St.
Joseph's. Yep, St. Joseph's.
And that one was fine, no issues. Everything was said the way it was supposed to be said. And then we went to our mass this morning.
Oh yeah, where the piano lady likes to do the psalms.
She likes to ad lib on the psalms, and then also the lady reader, the laity lady reader. She put that's why men leave their mother and father, and I'm like, girl, it says on the paper their father and mother. Right. There's a reason it's in that order, because he made man first. Like, you can't, I don't know, it was just that kind of stuff happens often, little weird
at our church
slips and ad-libbing. I call it ad-libbing.
Yeah. We don't catch that at all at Sacred Heart.
Most of the other ones we've gone to.
Yeah. Well, the more traditional churches that we've gone to.
Yeah.
Ours is, I'm starting to realize, a less traditional church.
Yeah.
Love Father Adam, though.
Yep.
So, continue to go there at 8 a.m. and then 10 a.m. at...
Deacon Kevin snuck in some Latin today. That was cool.
That was for, yes. Yes, it was. I was really happy to see him do that.
It threw me off at first.
Yes, me too.
What part are we at? And I was like, oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing it in Latin today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Threw me off too. I was like, I knew a part where I knew what he was doing. I was just like, instantly, I was like, oh, he's in Latin. Sweet.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that here.
Took me a second.
We got a little Latin yesterday at St. Joseph's, and we always get a little Latin, at Sacred Heart. That's a very traditional smells and bells mass.
Yes.
Love that place. Okay, and then the third book that I have, well, third or fourth, third one that I was going to speak of here, though, is, it's just a Bible, but this is a New Testament and Psalms for men. And it's just a New Testament and Psalms Catholic edition, even though the New Testament and Psalms is the same, no matter what edition you use. But it's Catholic edition because it does have lots of extra little readings in here, specifically for men. And it's a nice little thing to have that I can take with me. I take this to work a lot, and if I got a half hour downtime, I'll sit in an office read my Bible. I can take it with me most places. It's a nice size, and everybody should have a Psalms and New Testament that they just kind of take with them. Yep. So that was the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Travel Bible.
Yep. And then the other one Emily's got there is the actual Catechism of the Catholic Church. That is huge.
It's a thicken. It's a thicken. If you look on Amazon, you can find it for less than like $6, I think, right now. So.
No. Yeah, I think that was like $6.
Yeah.
On Amazon. Yeah. Yeah.
Less than $10, confidently.
Yeah.
I skimmed through this the other day, quickly realized that I needed to actually want to read it. Because when I'm just skimming something, I don't really retain anything, and I'm like, oh no, this is supposed to like help me learn stuff.
Right.
So let me actually have time to read this. So I'll be going through this, but it's what I think it is it's just basically our RCIA class plus notes.
It's probably much more than that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure that this
RCIA is probably only going to touch on a tiny portion of that.
For sure. That's why I said like plus notes and references and explanations and stuff. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah, but yes, that is the full catechism. So, that's a lot of rules.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a majority of it all.
Yeah. Okay, so that covers the books, and what else
These
did we
aren't
have?
really laid out as rules, are they? Oh, yeah, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought hold on. Good night. This goes all the way up to 2,865?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way. I don't know. Maybe those numbers don't mean anything. There ain't no way we got more rules than the tiny hats.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, they only have 613 laws.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man.
I don't know. Anyways, I don't think those are rule numbers.
I don't know. No, the rules, the canon law is the actual rules, like the laws.
Oh, okay.
Catechism is just everything that encompasses being Catholic, what you believe, what you don't believe, you know. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I haven't read it. Okay, so where are we going now?
Oh, I guess we can do, we'll start in that one. Nope.
Which one? This one?
Yep, that one.
All right, let me transition. Here we go.
October. We talked about this when we went through a brief on the liturgical year and some of the holidays. And October is the month of the Rosary. And I've also mentioned that my great-grandmother used to run the kitchen at Holy Rosary Catholic School in Tacoma. Well, wouldn't you know it, tomorrow they're doing a gathering in the parking lot to pray the Rosary. And they're doing it in the parking lot because that church has been shut down since like 2018. I want to say like 2018, 2019, maybe.
Well, it was closed before we left, right?
I think so. I think it was like in the process of close. I don't think that they were doing any services there. I know that they weren't doing any services there at that time.
Yeah, so it was closed down.
Right. Yeah.
So yes, it's been closed down since before 2018.
Right. Well, and now it's actually like at risk of either getting purchased for pennies on the dollar or the city of Tacoma saying we really don't care to look at this anymore. So there is an effort to try to like save the Holy Rosary Church in Tacoma.
No.
I don't know if that'll actually happen. It probably will not actually
Probably
happen.
not.
It's really unfortunate. But yeah, so tomorrow is the Feast of the Rosary, and a lot of places are going to be doing public rosary prayers. Is that how you would say that? Public?
Yeah. Public, pray the rosary in public?
Yeah, that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so that's it. October is the month of the Holy Rosary.
Mm-hmm. And that, but also
October, and the Feast 7th. Of the Holy Rosary is October 7th. Yes. Right. Okay. Next is more Pope Francis, aka Jorge Bergoglio. His latest pro-homosexuality pick for Cardinal Timothy Radcliffe. God, I can't believe he made Radcliffe Cardinal.
He's got him on the list.
Yeah, I recommend that the faithful watch explicit homosexual film Brokeback Mountain and read gay novels. We must accompany them as they discern what this means, letting our images be stretched. Discern what they mean, letting our images be stretched open. This watching Brokeback. Yeah, anyway, I don't need to do all that. This is just more of I don't understand anything about Pope Francis. I don't understand anything about the man. Just the other, so like right now, the synod on synodality is going on, and it's just heretical statement after heretical statement from these bishops, and just the things that they want.
Right.
And the Pope has been very clear at this about when it comes to homosexuality, how it's sin. We will not recognize gay marriage. We will not bless gay marriages. Now he's not, but then on the other hand, he's not punishing priests that are blessing gay marriages.
Right.
That they're not supposed to. That's breaking canon law. That they should be excommunicated.
You can't set standards and then not have punishments.
And then also like appointing or trying to appoint people like this to the spot of cardinal. But then, also saying no. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Just like same thing with the women deaconesses and women priests. He's appointing a bunch of bishops and people to higher offices that are all pushing this and for this, but then blatantly says no when asked about it. When reporters and other people ask him, hey, what about women deaconesses and women priests? And he's absolutely not. But then appoints people to positions that want these things. Like, I don't understand the man. It goes back to like I said last episode when he says one thing in front of cameras to reporters and then the complete opposite when he's actually talking from the chair. I don't get it.
Is it a bit of, you have to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Like you have to meet these people where you are. And he's just like not good at doing that.
I don't know.
Good at doing the two-face thing that everyone else is so good at doing. I can kind of not that I'm trying to like sympathize or anything, but like I try to extend grace to these old people because they really don't understand how this world works. And yes, they may still have faculties, but for the most part, like they don't know the layered intricacies of like how everything works today. So whenever he says these things and has these moments, I feel like it's one of these situations where if I'm around all these people and if I say the thing that I'm supposed to say, all these people are going to be mad at me and turn on me. And in an instant, I'm like, I'm done for.
Right. But here's the thing that really, now I can kind of understand the ridiculous heretical things he says in front of crowds and during interviews and stuff. And then going back and saying the opposite when he's talking to the church.
But it doesn't help when he does shenanigans.
Yeah, this is where I am confused, is his appointments. Yeah. Where he keeps appointing people that are for these things that he says he's against to higher positions. And then not only that, but also a lot of the priests that got excommunicated and stripped of their power from the sexual exploitation scandal where they were all raping little kids in the church, like altar boys and stuff. He brought a lot of these people back. He undid their excommunication, reinstated their priesthood, and then has since moved them up in elevation to people calling shots in the church. So it's like, how can you say one thing and then keep doing these?
Well, then we have no other option than to take this as the fact that this is going to expose more people within the Catholic Church to these types of people and this type of behavior and further corrupt or further galvanize anybody who has strong opinions about this.
Yeah.
Because like when I read this, right, like me, all of my life experience and everything, I hear where they're coming from when they say you should consume their media. You should see these stories that they tell. You should hear them when they speak so you can love them and have compassion for them. But what I know, because I synced it with my eyeballs, nobody needs to watch that. Nobody needs to subject themselves to that to try to understand. It's not necessary. You don't need to.
Right.
You ain't got to do all that. You could still know that stuff happens, right? Like we know what they do. We don't need to see it. We don't need to subject ourselves to that content and put that like in your brain. You don't need to have that type of like exposure. And that's where I think that it's it'll either completely turn people off and they'll just be like, I can't do any of this, or it'll galvanize them in their faith and in their opinions where I'm like, I just really am not going to consume anything. I just really don't, not any of it, none of it. Not that I consumed a great amount of it at this point in my life, but from here on out, like if that's the type of life that you have, I'm good.
Yeah.
Carry on, wayward son or daughter, whatever. They, them. That's fine.
They, them, it thing.
Carry on.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with people anymore. Like
Yeah.
you
Well,
don't you don't want to hear the truth, that's fine. I'm not gonna subject myself to your nonsense either.
And I can't see in a world where the net positive is of telling somebody, I don't know, his age, Tom's age or older, my age or older, hey, go watch Brokeback Mountain so you understand where these peoples are coming from. No good comes of that.
No.
What the fuck? No, don't do that.
I don't need to know where you're coming from.
Don't do that. If you want to watch Philadelphia, if we're gonna play the watch a movie to have empathy game,
No.
like, and even that one, don't watch that one. But I'm just
No,
saying,
don't watch
like,
any of them.
at least Philadelphia doesn't have any explicitly straight to hell behavior.
Well, it's because of the time it was released, they couldn't get away with it.
Well,
If they remade that today, oh, could you imagine?
I bet they'll do a prequel.
Right? They'll just remake it like they do everything else. They'll just make it super gay. It'll basically be a gay porn film at that point.
They can't even like do the black lawyer. It'll have to be some like Mike and Ike crazy. Mike and Ike is the Hotepistani for T person. They'll never put Mike and Ike in the algorithm to flag. Never.
Nobody needs to go watch The Human Centipede, JC.
No, JC. No.
That's a no. Where'd my mouse go?
I have seen almost every terrible horror movie made between like 1998 and 2012. Maybe a few of them even into like 2014. But at some point in my 20s, I just had to give it up because it didn't bring me joy anymore. It brought me terror, sheer terror. And I was like, aha, I have officially climbed up out of that fight or flight mode. I no longer run on adrenaline. Let me excuse myself from the horror genre. And I say all that to say, never I have tried 7 times to watch that movie. Every single time I get to the same scene and I'm like, I know what comes next. I'm out of here. And it's like not even 20 minutes in. There's one specific scene and I'm like, it cannot get any better from here. I'm done. Let me get up on out of here. Yeah. So don't watch that. Don't watch that.
Don't.
But if you're in a situation where you have to choose between Human Centipede or Brokeback Mountain, better watch some cowboys, buddy. Better watch them cowboys.
I don't foresee any scenario where that will be the case, but
I don't know, man. The gulags are gonna be weird.
Right? The gulags are gonna be weird. All right.
Re-education to their side is gonna be fucking rough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with that being said, I think that's where we end it for tonight. Because I have to work tomorrow morning, and
I just added another like 8 weeks to before we can ask anybody serious to come on our show.
Right.
I'm sorry. For us.
So anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight's show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out and watching. We appreciate it so much.
Yes, we do appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm trying to like catch up on the chat before we leave. Trying to get a good old real Midwest goodbye out of this. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw something about little girls throwing elbows, and I think that.
Oh yeah, they were talking about girls sporting
soccer
events.
Did she?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll read it later.
Oh, we all going to sign the same FEMA camp. Yeah, that'd be nice.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. Okay, so Emily will be back.
One request to the overlords: put us all together, please.
Right. Emily will be back tomorrow night or tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, yeah. It'll be the MRE Monday's really early show.
All right.
Me and Mike and Reef.
Yes.
At 6:30 in the morning.
Yep. So they'll be here tomorrow morning. We will be back on Wednesday evening.
Yep.
So I will see you all Wednesday. Emily will see you guys tomorrow.
Jenny, oh no.
Oh no, we will pray for you.
Put some ice on it.
Everybody pray for Jenny. She hurt her knee.
Yes.
Yes. So, all right, guys. Thanks for coming out. We appreciate you guys being here. We will talk to you later.
Bye, guys. God bless you.
Yeah.